It's been 485 days since the last time a Samsung phone held the title of PhoneBuff style speed test champ. But with the Galaxy S22 Ultra, Samsung's looking to finally change that, with it going head to head with the current champ in the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Taking a look at the spec sheets, the S22 Ultra is not only powered by the all-new Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which boasts a 20% faster CPU and a 30% faster GPU, but Samsung has also made improvements to the phone's cooling system, which in theory could help it perform even better. But of course, the iPhone has remained the undefeated champ for a reason, with that industry-leading A15 Bionic chip that still tops all the benchmarks, helping it get the win time and time again. Now, whether or not that'll remain true today though, well, there's only one way to find out. Alright, we'll kick things off like we always do, starting the stopwatches on each phone and then jumping into the first row, where the S22 Ultra gets the step over the iPhone, with it loading both Facebook and Starbucks at a faster rate. And here in Microsoft Word, it just blew through it, loading that 500-page document faster than I think any smartphone we've seen before. And it was the same thing in Excel, with it loading that sheet at a significantly faster rate than the iPhone, allowing it to pull a full app ahead early on in this speed test. Of course, we still have that video exporting task ahead of us, where the iPhone typically makes its comeback. But I don't know if that's going to happen this time, since the lead that the Galaxy has here is pretty big. The iPhone doesn't look like it made up any ground here in Snapseed, and the S22 Ultra is already working on exporting the video, while the iPhone is only just getting started with loading up the video project itself. And while the iPhone does seem to be exporting this video clip at a faster rate, the difference isn't as big as it usually is, with the Galaxy holding on to its lead, with it still being a full app ahead. So things aren't looking good for the champ. I don't think the iPhone 13 Pro Max has ever been this far behind at this point in the test, and given that Android phones typically outperform in that bottom row, the iPhone's last real chance at making a comeback is here in the gaming row. But the good news, at least for the iPhone, is this is an area where it excels, with the iPhone loading both Subway Surfers and flip diving at a faster rate, and from the looks of it, it loads Fit the Fat slightly faster as well. Meaning, heading into Call of Duty, the iPhone is right back in this thing. But the Galaxy is still in the lead, at least from what we can tell as we load this massive game, and if it can hold on for just a little bit longer, it'll likely secure itself the win here. And the good news for the Galaxy is it loaded up the main menu first and was first to launch into the match. But I've gotta say, the iPhone has been inching closer and closer. And there it is, the iPhone makes the comeback, taking the lead for the first time in this entire speed test. So the Galaxy has gotta kick it into high gear here in the bottom row, but it stutters in Spotify. We'll see if it can quickly make a comeback here in ESPN, where it does look like it's loading the app at a faster rate, and if it can do so in these last two apps, it might just be able to catch up. But unfortunately, it loads Disney Plus at a slower rate, allowing the iPhone to steal it, finishing the first lap with a time of 2 minutes and 22 seconds, with the Galaxy coming in just 2 seconds later. So a very close first lap there, probably one of the closest ones that we've had in the last few years, which obviously means that both of these phones are incredibly fast. So when it comes to speed and performance, you really can't go wrong with either. But of course, there can only be one champ, one phone on top of the rest, and after running this test multiple times and getting this result consistently, that phone, and still PhoneBuff style speed test champ, is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.